Well, there will come a time when you will want to plot your drawing out at a defined scale. Here's the elevation view of the one that we were working on earlier, and the first step that you should take is to use the information and distance inquiry and just see how, just check, you probably know, but just check how far it is across the site. And you'll notice here it's 802 metres from one side to the other. So if we were going to plot this on an A1 sheet, which is what, 841 by about 570. If we scaled 841 by a factor of 100, we'd have 80 metres, and if we did it by a factor of 1,000, we would have 800 metres. So that should be fine. So we need a scale of 1 to 1,000. So let's hit the escape key, and now we have a number of things to check. We should first check and click print and make sure that you've got, in my case, a plotter that will cope with A1, a Qt PDF writer. And we're in fact going to try and plot 1 equals 1, and you'll see why. We're saying we're going to plot what's on the display. So we don't have to do anything other than say OK. So we'll cancel from there. We know the plotter that is configured. Now we go to Pages and create and edit a page. So we'll click New, and we'll call this page A1 extents, because we're going to, no, it's not, is it? It's display. We've said A1 display and 1-1000. That gives us a meaningful name. So we've done that. If we now roll out, we should see that A1 sheet. That should actually, it's not 1 to 1,000 yet. If we use the information and distance thing, this should be 841 or close to it. And it's not, so I must have picked the wrong sheet. I must have picked an A3. You were watching and I wasn't. So let's do that again. Pages and create a new page. We'll delete that one and pick another new one. And A1, did I pick the wrong one? Now we'll go, okay, I'm sure you can rename it later, and we'll do that, and then we will roll out so that we can see our sheet. We'll just choose information and distance and measure it again. Have we got 841? Yes, we do. Now we go back to our model. Here we are, and all we're going to do is go edit clipboard copy. We wrap a box around everything, and then swing to our new page, which you would have renamed and I haven't. So we go there, just check that it's A1, and we then will switch to that page now. Select page. I was just a little quick, probably picked the wrong one, and then we go edit and clipboard paste, and everything goes in. Now, since they're all selected, we can right click and scale. We'll use as a base point 0, 0, and the scale factor will be 0.001, and hit enter. That's scaled everything down, and now a zoom extents shows us our sheet, and there's our information. What we should have done is chosen a portrait size, shouldn't we? But I'm sure you get my idea. Well, now I've created a new page. I made it portrait this time, so it's just a matter, and I scaled it down by a factor of 1 to 1,000. So it's just a matter of wrapping our box around all these objects, and then, whoops, escape, right click. Why is that happening? We need to select all of these and move away and move and put them up in the zone where we want them. And you can see we're going to be in some degree of difficulty, and our 1 to 1,000 doesn't quite work. We can of course eliminate this area down here, erase that, and zoom extents, and we're getting quite close to what we want, but clearly 1 to 1,000 doesn't work, so we'd have to choose a larger size sheet of paper or change our scale. But we're in reasonable shape. We can do all sorts of adjustments here. We could move that across there. We can trim this off here, so let's move that one there. So we can certainly do our adjustments on this page, and we really only have to knock out that one. We can erase that one and maybe this one here, whoops, and that one there and that one there. Get rid of a little bit of the overhang there, and I could do a dummy line up from just inside there up to that area there. Use all the trimming commands that we know. So where's trim? It's modify and trim. That's the cutting edge, and we can knock off these like so. Eliminate our line. Get rid of this one. So you can see by a little bit of judicious trimming and then moving again, move these and move them down. We need to come down on the page to maybe around there somewhere. And then again, I've gone a little too low. But I'm sure you can play like I can, and it's not going to take us very much effort, and we'll have our profile done at 1 to 1,000.